This video is going to be about natures. I'm going to go over what a nature is and how to use them. A nature is a tendency of energy. It could be a part of you, it could be external. It's an energy pattern that causes energies it is linked to behave in a certain way. It acts as a link to the ideas it is connected to. You can have natures. Your chakras have different natures. Everything has its nature from your bed to the sun to your soul. They're like a theme that runs through the things it associates with. Some people might have more cat nature, some people might have more of a fox nature, and even animals have their own natures. Your power will come from your natures, which will define you. It's up to you to find out what your natures are. You can power your creations with different natures, and they and you can draw energy from these natures. If enough people power it, a nature can grow more powerful and become an egregore. You can make a nature about anything and use literally anything as a nature, from a fictional character to the classical elements to a planetary or celestial body. Using a larger nature does not necessarily mean that you will have more powers. The larger the source is, the more dispersed the link will be. Some people might have a healer nature, and some people might have a fire nature. Everything has five natures, being the classical elements. They all work in tandem. They make up everything from your body to your soul. A throne is an energy vortex tied to you. Yours will be tied to the clusters of nerves in your system. Your groin contains your fire throne, your stomach contains your earth throne, your chest contains your air throne, your throat contains your void throne, and your brain contains your water throne. The natures you use in creating your servitors and egregores will color and seem it. Some energies don't mix and some do. Play around with energy balls and see how energies react before creating anything out of multiple sources or natures. Combining natures can be dangerous and cause energy meltdowns. You don't want all your hard work in creating a servitor or egregore to come to naught when you accidentally destroy it by combining energies that don't mix. Now that I've gone over natures and you understand a little bit about what they are, I'll go over some of the possible uses. Firstly, you want to understand your own natures and make peace with them. Make them yours. Make them your servant and master. Your natures govern you, so playing by its rules will help you get along smoothly in life. This ranges from understanding your past lives, what spirit animal you resonate with, what your astrological aspects are. Understand yourself and be at peace with who you are. My healing nature means I'm always trying to help people, and understanding that helps me arrange my life around that. And this helps me understand that with these strengths come weaknesses, and I need to sometimes pull myself back in and be more selfish so I don't burn out trying to do too much for others. Others might have a more fiery or warrior nature, be more inclined to defend people or stand up for themselves, seek revenge, and maybe their weakness is in being too selfish, and sometimes need to remember not to be so for their own benefit. Your nature is not only strengths, you have weaknesses that come with the strengths, and coming to understand them is key to your success. Know yourself. Another use of natures is in programming your creations with aspects that will help them fulfill the role you have set out for them. It would be good to keep a journal or something with the sigils and notes about seals and notes about your creation so that you can have a reference work for the future. And this will become a more charged and powerful item as you use it, so make it nice. Natures can act as both energy sources and as colors of the soul of your extension. You'll have a strong soul binding link to your creations, and so learning to strengthen these links and let you do things such as mind lord your creations somewhat akin mind lording your creations is somewhat akin to being the hive queen of your own Borg, or battle meditation from Star Wars. Being mentally linked to them will allow you to direct them. They will inherit also natures and links from you, and you can learn to direct them in their efforts. Using the appropriate natures and energies when creating entities in any magical work is super important. When you link your creations to something or give them natures, it gives them power, personality, and theme of it. There are at least two reasons a fictional character works. The first is that in an infinite universe, anything that can be conceived is also real. If one thing is infinite, it will contain all possible infinities, so somewhere in this infinite multiverse is that which is the likeness of your artificial worlds and characters and wars, and when you link to them, you create a subtle link to any real likeness they might have somewhere in this infinite reality. The second is that even if the first one wasn't true, it would still be true that the combined intent and energies of the people who consume the fiction or religion, etc., power and combine to create a pool of energy that can become sentient as like attracts like, and enough awareness and attention spent will cause an awakening or emboldening of the idea celebrated. Thought is energy, and the more thoughts that are put in the same place, the more energy. It is possible to draw from these sources and use those links to give natures to your creation. This will theme your creation, and it is possible to link to multiple characters or energy sources, but first you must test the energies separately before linking a living creation to it. This will cause your creation to become like those energies and characters, and you must be prepared to have a miniature version of those characters ready. For example, if you wanted to create a healing nature, you might find something kind to link to, such as My Little Pony or something else otherwise kind. When you do that, you will change the personality of your creation. You can also manually add or remove different skills. It's possible even to link to gods and religious energies, although you will be adding very complex energies and they might not mix, so be careful. Besides, these entities are more powerful and thus able to control the things that link to them, and they might do anything from poison or consume your creation to using it against you. Besides, those energies are way too complicated for simple editing, and you'll want to alter and customize your creation. It will also be more difficult to control something like that. I do not recommend combining these techniques with the Kabbalah for the same reasons. My stuff does not mix well with Kabbalah-based magic. It can drive you crazy or break parts of you. The energies do not mix. If you're going to do my stuff, do my stuff. If you're going to do Kabbalah, do Kabbalah. If you don't listen to this advice, at least be careful, especially if you want to work with other entities because they have their own minds and are going to be easily manipulated. You might say, I'm a magician, and magicians are supposed to dominate. Well, I can understand that, but the way in which you attempt to accomplish this should at least have good practice when you do. Charging something with a fake nature like a cartoon character, that is a lot better. I prefer cartoons so that I don't accidentally link to an actor. You can draw from them without millions of people putting tons of energy and intent into them all the time, and the egregores and energies are usable for what you need or want to accomplish. I've used them countless times myself. I love to use fictional characters as the nature of my entity because it's a whole package that is clean of intents and such of religious entities. It's like getting a box of free goodies. It has this trait and that trait. It's got an energy source. It has the power to come to life. It has the cleanness of no one using it for their own ends until you came along. And they aren't linked to anything powerful or dangerous. And if you observe the show or read the books, consume that fiction, you know their personality, you know what they're going to act like.